What the heck is the law of attraction and why should you care? You should care because it is by far the most powerful way to move through life and deliberately achieve unprecedented joy, ease, abundance, exhilaration. Basically, if you want to live a satisfying, fulfilling, a truly optimal life, you're going to want to know what the law of attraction is and how to master it so that you can be living as the fullest you that you can possibly be. I'm a realist. I like practical stuff. I'm not into spiritual brouhaha for the sake of sounding smart or just being really, really knowledgeable on a certain topic without any practical application. So let's get rid of the term law of attraction if you don't like it, and to understand that it's basically a way of looking at life that mirrors closer to the nature of reality than any other ideas that we've really had. That we can understand, as physics has shown us, that we are not actually so solid. There's a lot of space between us, and that space is basically organized by energy. So you are a vibrational being, whether you like it or not, whether you understand it or not. And law of attraction is really an awareness that what you are being currently is what you are able to perceive. It's almost like wearing certain colored glasses. If I have rose colored glasses, everything is going to look rosy. If I have green colored glasses, everything's going to look green. So what colored glasses are you wearing? Because you certainly are wearing a certain color. 10 people can walk into a party and can have totally 10 different experiences. 100 people can see a concert or the same show and be able to hear different things and notice different things and have different experiences, meet different people. Somebody could have the best time of their life and somebody could have the worst time of their life. What's the difference between those people? They're all wearing different colored glasses. And so far in your life, you've probably been wearing something that you weren't even aware you're wearing. So step one, acknowledge that you have been wearing certain colored glasses. Step two is decide, what do I like in my life? I want to keep that. What don't I like in my life? I want to shift that. And if you start to acknowledge that you can actually change the color glasses that you are wearing, maybe you feel really good about your body, you feel really healthy, you feel really energized, but you feel really crappy about your finances. Maybe you feel really good about your relationships, maybe with your friends, and you feel really crappy about romantic relationships. Whatever it is, you are actually unconsciously shifting the kind of glasses that you're wearing. And then you are receiving different results. So law of attraction is meant to be practiced more than talked about. So I'm going to give you a few quick tips to practice the law of attraction. And then you can be telling me what law of attraction is about instead of the other way around. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is notice what thoughts you're having when. Acknowledge to yourself times in your life when you feel really, really good and times in your life when you're not really feeling good. And add more ways to feel good in your life. So let's say you go to yoga class, you feel really open, you feel really allowing, you're just like flowing with life and it feels amazing. Do more yoga then. Or even better, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a yoga class. Meaning, bring yourself back over and over and over to the situations that feel really good to you, either physically experiencing them or in your mind, and then you are practicing wearing the colored glasses that you actually like. And life will, law of attraction will bring you more of it. Another way to practice it is to deliberately acknowledge what it is that you want and focus on it, just like we did in the example with the yoga class. Actually tally up what you are seeing more of. So let's say you want to manifest a really sweet car or a really awesome house or something. Start noticing every time you see instances of it and you will see more of them. That is law of attraction at work. I really have been digging Teslas. So guess what? I freaking see Teslas everywhere. And every time I'm driving behind a Tesla or next to a Tesla, I'm acknowledging to myself, law of attraction is working. I am rendezvousing with more instances of that which pleases me, of that which I want to see. And before I know it, I will be driving a Tesla because it's the next natural step. And the final way that I want you to kind of play around and acknowledge the law of attraction in a light way, because there is a depth to the law of attraction that we really don't have time to get into now, there is a way for you to really own the worst, most horrible, most awful experiences of your life, and to acknowledge that actually, yes, you did deliberately attract those into your life, or more like undeliberately at the time. But now looking back, you can say, wow, those have shaped me to be who I am. Those have led me to the place where I am today, and I am grateful. Now that is definitely not law of attraction light. That is like mastering law of attraction. But another kind of lighter way for you to start dabbling around with this idea that I can actually shift my stance, shift my perspective, and life will bring me different things, is to simply explore the things that you appreciate in your life on a more frequent basis. So like deliberately doing a gratitude journal, like many people in positive psychology and the spiritual world have shared. Calling up a friend and telling them what you appreciate about them. Decide that every single conversation you start today will start with you before you get to any practical matters, actually appreciating something about that person or about the situation. And prove to yourself that when you look for things to appreciate, more things that you appreciate will come your way. Again, law of attraction at work. So I've given you a few tips to actually explore what law of attraction is, so that it stops being some kind of spiritual rhetoric and starts being a practice. And nothing feels better than deliberately putting on the color glasses that you love, where you feel like the queen or the king of your world. And that is when you want to shout from the rooftops. I went from having a vision to having arrived, and I keep doing it over and over again. I would love to hear from you if this clarified what law of attraction is, if it inspired you to practice some of these ways of actually using your manifestation muscles instead of talking about it. And I'd love to know what ways you like to practice law of attraction, what it really means to you. Thank you so much for watching Lana TV. Many, many blessings.